Yeah, good morning, guys. So, Cthun, a Roughy Weaponsmith. Cthun. So, brand. What is if we add something like, let's say, I was thinking maybe that we put Rafam in, I don't know, depending on the amount of card draw we do. The more cards we can draw, the more cards we have to get to our combo, which would be able to perhaps maybe be Bran Bronzebeard Archive if you combine this with Thorson. But to be honest, I'm not sure about that. What are the odds that we get this 3-card combo early? Let's say the other way around. It's probably unlikely to get it in the first half. Is it likely to get it in 3/4? Yeah, we will probably get the Arc Thief very, very late, right? Yeah. Maybe not a good idea. Yeah, because we then fatigue, right? Yeah, probably. So let's say if we say 3/4, then it's probably roughly 50-50 that we get Arc Thief within the first 23-24 cards. And even if we happen to draw it, it's probably too late, right? So let's say we drew 23 cards, then we play Thorson, now it's 24 cards, now we play Bran, Arc Thief, now we are 25 cards, we flood the board. If we flood the board, perhaps we flood the board by 26. Then he brawls, then we flood the board again by 27. I mean, he might be out of brawl, or probably he will be out of brawl, but I don't know. I mean, he can always try to play his Cthun then and maybe kill, I don't know. Maybe he can indeed kill 3 or 4 of these minions. Then at 28 we have like an overlay of 12 attack. And if he has tank up, We basically deal 10 damage for 1, 2, and then we go also into fatigue. Might be simply a very bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 turns, 6, 7 maybe, we go into fatigue ourselves. Might be also simply a bad idea. Then I was thinking, first I say good morning and then we talk about it. Okay, so Cthun. Okay, so I was thinking that if we say okay, perhaps we may cut the brawl if we get way better early game. Of course, we have been talking about it a lot with the Blood to Ichors, but if you play Blood to Ichors, we need to play also double Acolyte, because otherwise we will just go flat against the control decks. But this is also maybe not the biggest issue, because it's basically insanely strong against aggressive decks. Zoo, Shaman. Let's take a look at the meta call. So what does the Data Reaper say? The Data Reaper tells us do it Hunter. Might also be good against Hunter, because Blood to Ichor, I mean, not that insane, but it's okay. Druid, Shaman, 12, 50 Moloch, so that's 27% where it's already good. You might keep it against the one or the other aggressive warrior, if you think it's aggressive. I'm just wondering how to do it. Like, I was thinking we might cut one brawl. I was thinking we might cut one shield block. Good morning, Stan. I'm just here wondering about that to get more early game.
Yeah, the weaponsmith was very good.
Which one? The weaponsmith, yeah. And
Actually, when I did it, like yesterday in the evening.
Stan, can I offer you one banana?
Sure. And I almost forgot, there's your 100 for Dragro.
Oh, for Dragro! Okay, 60.
Well deserved, actually. Was probably a little bit more difficult earn money than like play the poker or whatever.
That was very easy. I mean, I know what, like, I mean, that was very, yeah. So, yeah, but it was also a hassle, because I already knew that the deck is very strong against Shaman, and but you wouldn't believe me. So, okay, guys. Actually, I'm also streaming, but doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah. Actually, are you okay, Stan? Did you hurt yourself? Okay. So okay. Yeah, I didn't know that Stan was already awake. Otherwise, I would have probably not even started the stream. But it's not even that bad. I mean, then we might as well get one live discussion with Stan and me, how, like, because we were thinking a lot about this Cthun and how to build it in a proper fashion. So that's basically it. Also, just a second. Okay. Okay. So. Good. Yeah, what I'm saying is that I was thinking that I'm still okay. Let's see first. So Rafam, what do you think about Rafam? That we exchange Rafam so that we put out Doomcaller and Then you get like double Rafan with like combo, Thorison, Bran. I think I already answered it myself. I think it's probably pretty bad, right? Because you need all 3 parts, and to get all 3 parts, it's like usually you get them after card 23, 22, 23, 24. Then you play Thorison, then perhaps 24, 25. You get Rafam, and then 26 you produce mummies. He has 1 brawl. 27 you play second mummies. He doesn't have the answer. Cthun clears 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens, 3 tokens, something like this, and then you don't have enough, right?
Yeah, I agree. Seems to be logical.
Yeah, okay. It's stupid, yeah. Rafam is.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
Okay.
I wouldn't say nonsense, but
Yeah, it's probably okay. And then the other one, I was thinking, I mean, how is the Blood to Ichor? I mean, I like it so much because you can use it against aggro, like in a genuine way, but with double Acolyte you can also cycle it against control. So you can use it against control in a good way. Like in a Katra way. So it's not a dead card against, it's a very strong card against aggro, but at the same time it's not burning against control too much. But I don't know, I mean you played this version, right, with double Blood to Ichor. How often do you cycle? I mean we were running off.
But very often, but like sometimes it just happens that you go like right from the top, like you don't have anything, and then if you to big Blood to Ichor, it's like a disaster because like if you don't run the Acolyte and you don't have access to cycle it, it's super bad against control.
And what is if we push insane amounts of early game? Because we already saw with the Weaponsmith, I mean that's also one of the techs we were thinking about, that this could be a viable option. I mean Stan is actually a very big fan, so he even put 2, cut it both, did you cut both Acolytes, right?
Yeah.
That's okay, that's... I was thinking if you run this dude anyways, I mean then we don't even lose that much control, and then we can come again to the point where we might cut 1 brawl for more early game. I mean was this perhaps the...
I feel like the card is providing a lot of early game on its own, like...
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it inclines us to get more board presence anyways, and then we can again go with the brawl cut into more Blood to Ichor, and then I was thinking we can even cut 1 shield block, yeah, because shield block obviously is super slow.
Then you like also can struggle in the late game, like that's my concern. Like I still feel the double brawl is way too strong in general in meta game, because otherwise like you are too weak against mid-range shaman.
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether you're too weak against mid-range shaman. I mean, if you really do these harsh cuts on the cards which usually don't provide value against those classes and don't have tempo. I mean, shield block is basically for the board as an utterly dead card. This is like a Doomcaller until we use it. Yeah, so it's like if we cut those things, we can produce more early game. And Cthun Chosen is also better if you're ahead. If you have the board presence, he gets better because your opponent doesn't have.
Way to probably bench it,
Yeah. And then it would be with double blood. What was the reason that you fall behind despite of double blood? I mean, why did you fall behind?
Against shaman?
Against anything, yeah. Shaman Zoo. Is it that
Like sometimes like your deck doesn't deliver the early game, like you have a mix of late game and early game, and like let's say if you start and your only good early game is Blood to Ichor, then you not use anything at turn 1, and your turn 2 is like normal, but like your opponents like invest everything like to have the good card. So.
And what is with things like this dude? This is complete rubbish, or I mean, it's a 1/1. It's your only 1 drop. Provides a weapon. I mean, if you're a fan of the weapons, I mean, I also like the weapons, sure, but I mean. Pure stat-wise, this is better. Of course, this blocks a little bit the Fiery Warwicks, but then again, we can also, I mean, first of all, the hook gets much better if you decide, so for example, to also
I think it's because of the meta game that I get a 2-2 weapon, like there are so many 2 toughness minions.
Yeah. I absolutely agree.
And I don't feel like there's like that many 1/1s.
Yeah.
It's like only in Zoo, or like, so this is everyone has something, but like, the weapons is like, yeah, it was so strong, like it's killing, like, to every deck it kills a lot. I can feel.
And otherwise we run out of, it could probably be a different deck. Yeah, I also can see, I mean a 1 mana card of course is not the the great stuff, but 1 mana, 1/3 hook, and then sometimes we need to overwrite it or what with the fiery works, which is a little bit sad. Is it that sad? Yeah, it's probably sad.
And I feel that the party is supposed to be irrelevant, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the face damage of course is complete nonsense. Yeah, so whereas in decks like Draco you could play him, attack face, and next turn you attack face again, replace the weapon if you really didn't have anything. Now you have like turn 1 this, you don't attack, and turn 2 if you have the weapon, but sometimes you simply armor up, right? So this is nonsense.
Yeah, I don't like this anymore.
Okay, so we just stay with the standard what we came up with yesterday.
I've changed a little bit. It's crazy.
You minus Acolyte for Arathi, but then you go out of cards, right?
I've had Jessica as well. Because
you had a Jessica again, what? Didn't
Yeah.
you say he's absolute trash?
Well, because you didn't have a way how to transform life into tempo with so few weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And now if I have double War Axe, double Armor Smith, then I'm not running out of tempo that much.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have 4 weapons, then I obviously use my lives a lot as a resource.
Mm-hmm.
So then I feel it's very nice to get some lives back with Jessica.
Mm-hmm. And what did you cut?
I've got 1 Cthun card.
Again! You cut it one Cthun card again. I mean, I really... let me guess, you cut the Beckoner, right?
No, I've got the Chosen.
Oh, this time you cut the Chosen. Okay, because of the curve. So, yeah, that's funny because we also had some discussions about, because everybody plays double Chosen and 1 Beckoner. In my opinion, you should probably rather run 6 Cthun cards. But we were talking about the topic why Beckoner is even worse than the Cthun Chosen. Beckoner obviously is a 2 mana 2/3, Cthun Chosen 4 mana 4/2. But if you say the Divine Shield is 2 health, then Chosen is a 4/4. And against Zoo, the Divine Shield will get eaten very easily, and against Shaman, he's convenient against Shaman and Hunter, because Shaman and Hunter really have a big problem proccing the
I
Divine
also
Shield.
don't feel that the card is so bad against Zoo, because let's say if it would be 4/4, then they can PO the 1/1
and
or
this.
Gormok or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
While if this is 4/2, they at least has to invest 2 minions, or unless they juggle or something like this, or 3. If you trade 3 1/1s, it's somehow good error from the PO. So I wouldn't say the card is that bad against Zoo, for example.
No, we're mulling it away, right? But we keep this. So it's
your point could sound like it's completely rubbish against Zoo, but I kind of disagree.
Okay, it's not the burner, but you chose to cut the Chosen.
Because of course, yeah. But I don't know, it could be the Beckoner, but I really felt the Weaponsmith and Justica is the Justica helps you a lot of not running out of steam, because then your hero power is much better, so you can utilize your hero power basically 2 cards if your opponent's playing for spells or whatever.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's definitely a consideration. That I cut the first Acolyte in the first place because I was not insanely fond of him, because, in my opinion, you don't even necessarily want to force yourself into drawing cards against Warrior, so I decided to not even keep it in my mulligan against Warrior, and if 28% of the metagame are consisting of Out of Warrior, then it seems to be a little bit odd to play a dead card, a card which you would not even like to play because of fatigue issues. So that was the reason why I cut the first one. But I was still thinking that an Acolyte carries a lot of diminishing returns. So, I don't even know how much diminishing returns, but for example, if you have a Ghoul and you can pull an Acolyte Ghoul combo, you never want to have 2, you usually want to have 1. Perhaps it's not even that true. But also from the starting perspective, 1 Acolyte in the starting hand is absolutely fine and okay, but 2 Acolytes is disastrous.
Slow,
Yeah, so, and if you even keep it against certain matchups, So for example, against Zoo, if you first take, we keep it, and we draw the second one, then it's always a disaster. So I was thinking, well, if you just take a look at diminishing returns, it should
Yeah, I
make
agree
sense.
that the first accord is better than the second one. Unless you, let's say, run something like Batu Wiper or whatever.
I mean, then he's still better the first
Well,
one.
sometimes it would like make you keeping Batu Wiper because you have double alcoholite in the
Okay.
but
Okay. Maybe.
But yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So you basically, I mean, I can see that you cut this, we add one more of this, and then we have like more stabilized curve, and we have more time to get, I mean, we had this discussion, we have more time to get Cthun to 1010. I mean, I'm not a super fan of the Chosen. I feel that with the Chosen, I mean, it would be really interesting to see how big the Divine Shield really is, like how big of an issue. I mean, maybe here, I mean, if you take a look at the sheets, I mean, Druid can usually deal with one health, right? I mean, they have either 1/1s, they can use a hero power, whatever. So 1/1, like Divine Shield is first nearly irrelevant. Against Hunter though, I mean, yeah, Percy can do it like this. So against Druid, it's probably, I mean, it's still better than a 4/3, right? I mean, can we perhaps say that Divine Shield...
Against everything is better than 4/3, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So can we maybe make a point that Cthun Chosen is always like a 4/4, unless the opposing class doesn't have a way to handle it, and then it's like a 4/5. Can we say something like this?
Like,
I mean, for example, against Druid, we could agree that it's like a 4/4, but against Hunter,
it's like a 4/5, yeah.
like a 4/5, I would also say so. And against Mage, it's like a 4/4. Like probably against Mage is indeed a little bit weaker than a 4/4.
Yeah.
This is probably, but these are irrelevant. Rogue might also be 4/4 or weaker, maybe.
I wouldn't say it's weaker because like they...
I mean, they can attack it with the weapon.
Yeah, but they then have to invest for
For
life,
life.
which is not that bad.
Not that bad, it's true. So let's say roughly like a 4/4. Against Shaman, it might be like a 4/5. They have bad ways to handle one damage. 2 damage,
Sure.
you might, but like if you can cut
Like the 4/5 would be obviously better, but let's something like
4.5.
4.5 then.
Yeah, and against Zoo, well, I think it's not better than 4/4, right? I mean, so there's so many. I
I
mean,
think it is. Like if they have only 1 minion, then cannot like kill it right away. Well, they could all the time with PO or something. Well, let's say abusive.
yeah, but for example, they can send 1 damage and then they can send 2 damage and then those are only like a 4/3.
Yeah, and then
If
it's
they
on
do. So I would perhaps say an average 4/4, and then against Warrior. Depends or what? It depends.
maybe better than 4/5. I don't know.
Better than 4/5. No, I mean they can always like at least fire it works for. You mean because they cannot watch Shield's limit or no? I mean
Well, they cannot go it with
6/6.
6/6 or whatever. Yeah.
sure, but I mean like then they have sometimes Ghoul. They sometimes with the Acolyte. Might be a 4/5.
Yeah.
So what was the conclusion? 4/4. So 12% 4/5. We said again Shaman we also said 4/5 or what?
Yeah.
So it's like 25%, 50%. So you can basically make a point that Cthun Chosen is in half of the cases 4/4 and half of the cases 4/5 or what?
And that's basically the conclusion we had. Like,
That is 4.5. Yeah. This is okay. And that means, what does it mean? In average, we would like to have 4 mana, 4.75. Probably, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so we are paying half a mana for +2/+2 buff, yeah?
Yeah.
We are also paying half a mana here, or is it less? It's probably less.
Is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, a 2/3 is probably 2.6. So we might only pay 0.4 for that. The only issue is that that it blocks the Fiery Warriors deploy. But it's not even that much of an issue because sometimes we coin Beckoner into Fiery, so that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And I also felt like The issue with the Beckoner was that before you didn't have like that many minions, let's say, which were eaten by war eggs, and now if you add the weaponsmith, it's just like another free body. Then like if you eat the war eggs, it's like not super like an issue. If you understand,
Okay.
Yeah, like because they don't have like that cards anymore because they have like these kind of bodies. So.
And what is with discipline? How much do you pay here in average? Like if you say the body is 1.4, dealing to damage is like... It's interesting, right? You probably pay more for him in average, but because the meta is consisting of so many 2 health minions, he gets worse being played. Otherwise he would probably be the one...
But he has also the good interaction with the brand, which is also some plus.
Absolutely.
Because at 6 mana you're basically not paying anything. Like I think like it's like very standard investment to pay 6 mana to deal 4 damage and get like 2 small bodies investing 2 cards.
That's really good, yeah. Like if you brand into discipline, that's definitely a good interaction. And you can even combine it later with Horizon or whatever.
And also like it gives you access to executes and these kind of small stuff.
Yes. So, yeah, or slam dealing 2 damage. And I think he's very good, So I think, sure. I mean, if you really want to play 2 of those, but again, I mean, this is like the incarnation of diminishing returns here with the Arasi weaponsmiths. I mean, really playing 2, or do you think it's about the game concept? I mean,
obviously, like the second one is much worse than the first one.
Yeah, like much worse.
Much worse. But let's say it's the same for the brawl, and like if you just feel that it's so good in the meta, then you play 2, right? Like, and I feel that this card is so well positioned in the meta that you should just run it.
Okay, it's kind of better. I mean, I will probably stay with 1 at the moment, and Cthun chosen card, and then you add Justica. We were not evaluating yesterday the Justica. I mean, I can see that we invest more life into board presence, but we were not saying that Justica is. I mean, no, you were saying that Justica is uber rubbish. Like
because like when we are playing against you, like you are taking so much damage in the early game, and you never came back on the board, so you couldn't invest like for 2 mana to gain for life because like you were under instant pressure. And while let's say if you play the weaponsmith at turn 4, you invest your life as a resource, so what would happen, like you control the board, but you are dropping low because like you are using all the weapons, and then it's kind of useful to get back like in your lives.
Yeah.
So
no, I think that's this because I mean I really think that like six of those are really nice. I mean I don't know exactly, but I think we had a lot of the situations where we just couldn't get the 10-10 Cthun.
Yeah,
like,
it's happening.
In some games it was really ages until we got him, so I guess especially for the Twin Emperor is super important, like for the Shield Bearer not that much. I mean also of course at some point before you die you should be able to play the Shield Bearer. Happened to me also one game. So probably I will probably just play it like this and see how it goes. Now I was just thinking about the early game thing like that you have, but you said it's not. I mean, if we can never cut double shield block, right? We need the 1 shield block at least to get the shield slims going.
Actually, I think that the shield block is quite good. Like the discussion we had with the Sylvanas steal Cthun back.
Yeah, sure, but it's. I mean, it's probably true. I was just thinking it doesn't provide anything to early game, which means if you say okay, we go for a very early game heavy plan. Is there any point? Probably not. We cannot. And that's the point. I mean, it probably doesn't hold up with other decks like Zoo. I mean, it does hold up against Shaman, I think. Like, I think you seize the board control without Brawl, unless it's mid-range Shaman. So it's really only about Zoo where you cannot come back, but I don't know whether you cannot come back. Ghoul also gives you a good opportunity to come back. So, especially if you have Blood to Ichor. I mean, Tempo Warrior, for example, is doing that, right? Tempo Warrior is simply crushing the early game of Zoo. It's simply out-tempoing Zoo. What is the reason that Tempo Warrior is out-tempoing Zoo and this deck is not?
I guess Armor Smith, for example.
Armor Smith.
Like, he has like I mean, like he has all the early game. Like you have some early game, but then some super late game. Well, like the mid range warrior is like he has whirlwind effects. Like he was running the whirlwind as well.
One, right? But it's like, and also this one whirlwind was debatable. So some were running the whirlwind, some were not.
Yeah, but like they are investing in general much more than you are. Like they have all the free drops which you don't have.
Is that so? How many dead late game cards does Tempo Warrior have? Ragnaros, Kern Bloodtooth, Gromash, Gormok, like Microrock, which is not completely dead, but it's like 7 mana, so it's also late. That's 4. Is that it? Oh, Varian, 5.
Well, yeah, that's the most greedy version, but they would say 5, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And no, that was it, right? Yeah, 5. And we got 1, 2. This is, I don't know. I mean, this is
like it's like if you compare it to Cairn, I guess it's very comparable, right?
no. This is much better because you get the bodies and they have taunt, and you get them right away.
Well, but this is one more expensive and like it's conditional, like I feel it's like.
So shield bearers. Yeah, I mean, Sylvanas.
But like you don't have that many big cards. Like let's say you have like Cthulhu's chosen, and they have let's say Monkey instead.
Yeah, that's.
And they have double blood to Iker, which is so huge.
No, and that would be the plan to put double blood to Icon.
And let's say they have something like Finlay. It's like also.
Yeah, Finlay. I mean, when you win 1 mana 1/3, or because of the body.
Because of the body, okay. If you start and play 1/3, it's like so huge. But like I don't like you. Why are we investing so much to get early on the board? Like if we want to run the brawl anyway.
I am not the ultra fan of running the brawl anyway. Like if I could put enough early games so that we could cut brawl, I would be very happy. And if we could push in so much early game that we could cut both brawls, then I would be really, really happy. Yeah. So it's like, of course, we need double brawl when the curve is bad. But I mean, if we can somehow make magic and suddenly this deck is standing, is standing his ground against the aggro decks, then I would not be so sad about it. But it's just not, because the cards are simply all not that great. All the cards which buff Cthuns are basically all a little bit bad, and this basically means.
No, the other decks like are investing everything, all the resources to like be first on the board. Let's say Zoo or let's say the Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
While if you are planning to like invest like 20 cards of your deck and then 10 cards to secure the late game.
No, I hear that, but we also have Blood to Iker, and we also have access to Fiery Vortex, which other classes don't. And these two cards are
the most broken. Yeah, I feel so. But
yeah,
are they like so much better than Flame Imp and like all the stuff like it?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. The Fiery Vortex is much better than the Flame Imp, and the Blood to Iker probably also might like.
Like I think like these two cards are probably like the best like in the tempo in Hearthstone at the moment, but I don't feel that like by miles better than Imp Game Boss and these kind of cards. So if they combine like 5 strong cards together, they still able like to be the Wirex plus 4 suboptimal cards. That's my issue with it.
Yeah, probably. I was
also like your hero power is not fighting for the board. So let's say if one of your turn is suboptimal, then it's like total disaster.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, and that's why I'm saying that you should perhaps put in more early game cards, because then you saw. Okay, one example was Tempo Warrior is probably a good example. I mean, the hero power of Tempo Warrior is also not fighting for the board, but it's still completely crushing any kind of zoo. And that's It's also with Draco, of course. I mean,
like they like basically invest everything like into it, right?
Except 5 cards, and you're saying now, okay, we are investing 10, but we could reduce it. If we, for example, do something like this, then suddenly our investment in the late game is a lot reduced, right? So if you say, okay, I mean,
but like if you do it, then you hurt yourself so much in control matchup that you should simply play the tempo warrior instead. That's my feeling about the deck.
yeah, that's what you're saying. But if he can actually have the ability to convert these blood to ichors with the echo elites against control, so basically just not playing them until you have either a very good execute or until you can utilize them with the ecolite, you don't lose that much against control. While against aggro, you simply have access to them in the very early game, and then and then you can stabilize and might be not use brawl. If you have executes, you have higher Evorics. I mean,
I feel like this is a theory. Well, in practice, like so many things can go wrong.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree.
Let's say against control, you don't draw the Ecolites and your blood 2 ichors are completely dead.
Mm-hmm.
While let's say against aggro, you draw the Ecolite, or like if your deck is kind of polarized, and you cannot reach like insane win rate because you just draw the wrong part of the deck in certain matchups. So
yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not that unlikely. What if we cut what the chosen? We said the chosen. So what? This is all early game, and you said what is the most broken card which is missing here in order to make it more like Tempo Warrior? Which would we like to add? Which card?
probably second weaponsmith.
No, Tempo Warrior is also not ranked two weapons.
Because like they're around the 7 mana guy, the 4th weapon, and they have like the 2/6, which is very good in Tempo Warrior. I just feel it's because their 4 mana slot is full. They have 4 free charge.
And would be force recharge, yeah, but that's definitely not a board control card.
No, but that's what they're running in like.
Yeah, sure, but that is hurting them. I mean,
Yeah,
running
it's
this.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like again another card which we don't need to run while they are required to run it, so that's not bad. What is about Blood of Brave in general? If you play double Blood to Ichor, why is this so much better in Tempo Warrior?
Because of Battle Rage.
Just because of the range.
Yeah.
There's no way to combine this ever into now. You can never combine this in any kind of way in Battle Rage. Or what is it? Because we never have the board control, right? That's also the entire idea of this deck, right? That you don't have so many bodies, so you just don't have so many ways to achieve board control, right? I mean, you don't even have so many guys who can be wounded. So Battle Rage is nonsense, and you also don't seize the board control, right? I mean, I would not even know. I mean, the backline could seize us the board control, but might be correct. We just don't have bodies, right? I mean, even if they do nothing, we just don't have bodies. We can only react.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, the monkey, sure, but might be right. I mean, we cannot put this in. And what is about the curve? We have 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you would like a second weaponsmith over the chosen. That would.
I'm not sure over the chosen,
But with how it looks at the moment, you say we cannot never stabilize against any kind of aggro, right? Even with double blood to aggro.
well, I think like now you can, but now you just feel you're not gonna win any control matchup, let's say against an Azov, because we don't have Brawl.
There's off.
Or against Reno, or against whatever.
I have not seen an Nezot in ages. Reno or we don't win. Yeah, because we don't have board control ourselves, right? We have like few minions, but we usually have to pay attention that we don't overexpand into their board. And once they seize the board, then they can simply overexpand, and we don't have an answer. I mean, that is if they know that we don't run brawl.
Yeah, but even if they don't, like, if they like start expanding, what you're gonna do about it? Like, you hope that they will never like any minions and.
No, but they know where their boundaries are and they may not overexpand.
Yeah, but let's say they will play the fourth minion and they say, oh, then he has to brawl, but it's still acceptable for me. Okay. And then suddenly you don't brawl, like,
and then they just overexpand.
Then it just starts snowballing. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well also simply play the other version. I was just really thinking about, but this doesn't even deploy. What is with the Blood Striker? Do we even get early game? Like against which classes and why? It's not like against Shaman.
Against Shaman it's broken, and against Zoo it's also very good.
Depends, right? Only against Void Walker if they play Void Walker. If they play Flamewind, it simply trades.
And against what's that card? Argent Squire. No, the 1/1 shield.
I think it's Argent Squire. Yeah. So they play it, you pump. Okay, that would be.
It's awful.
It's only second to act, right? First to act is pretty weak.
Well,
like not insanely weak, but you cannot play turn 1, so you skip your turn 1. Turn 2 you can also not play it usually.
Like with coin it's you can combine it sometimes. Like it's never like bad, right? Because.
But it's not ideal.
Yeah. Like if you start, the card is not broken. It's true. It's like 0 most of the time. Or if you second to act, like, and if you play it on a minion, it's so good.
No, I guess. No, I guess we can just play some, but probably with the other one then. Like probably. Yeah, let's take this.
No, it's just fine. This is something I really like.
Yeah, probably the one version is also. I mean, you can probably do more. Or can you? Yeah, probably you can do more. I would assume. No, yeah, might be. Okay, also taking a short look at the chat. So, and here, when we talked about the zoo, here we go. So, something like this. What, the bananas worked? Oh yes, they did. Yeah, Blood to Ichor, guys. Blood to Ichor, where is it? Instead we have all these. The Blood to Ichor would have made 9. We can coin out the Shield Slam and Hope, or we take 5, we go down to 24, he plays something. We coin out this. Here's then, what is here? Where's the Blood to Ichor?
You have the weaponsmith, so you haven't lost yet. But.
Yeah, the weaponsmith. So what is here? We can coin Knife Juggler, but that's. Do you know how much punishment we take? If he plays a Void Walker, we are dead. Yeah. Coin out Shield Slam Hope, and we are also dead, right? How much do we take? 24, 23, 20. Yeah, probably 23. Then we play a weapon, we attack 21, we take another 7, we go to 14, we don't have a 4 drop. We coin out the Slam and Hope, right? Yeah. Oh, what did you want to? Blood to Ichor, yeah, that would have been pretty nice.
Maybe you shouldn't keep buying all the 7 drops, Adrian.
I shouldn't keep the 7 drops, no, that's thank you very much for pointing that one out. Oh, good look, there's simply a second Knife Juggler. I even gave the Brawl away. We were having a discussion like Stan and me yesterday about the Brawl, so I was usually liking to keep the Brawl against Zoo, whereas Stan doesn't like it because he wants to play more proactively, and I think it's very close. The thing is, Brawl is insane against Zoo, but the discussion was that we are automatically falling behind. I don't know. it might be. I think it's very borderline.
Yeah. What I agree with.
So. Broken, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we play him, I guess.
Obviously, it doesn't call your day if you miss the free turn.
First three turns,
This card is like +4, and like if you miss like 7 on the
it's not +4. It's not even. Isn't even. I mean, even if you hit.
I mean, if you kill double Night Juggler, like.
Yeah, then it's very good. Yeah, sure. I mean, but it's like. I just draw the draw now.
Would be enough? Probably wouldn't.
You mean would already not been enough? Yeah.
Was it good to attack? Because it wasn't only your hope that you will draw the brawl, and then you spend the weapon charge?
Yeah. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah. Okay. This also happened yesterday. Hence the bad rank. But yeah. Okay, very good, very good. Let's play more. Yeah, but I have to say, even with Blood to Ichor, we probably need Brawl at some point. We cannot just throw out Brawls for Blood to Ichors. Yeah, it's probably, oh, look at this, a recent opponent would be like your friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully it's the same one. Ah, no. Haven't eaten anything? Wrong. Now Stan is eating. So, let's do this. Okay, now we got everything. Yeah, in this case, for example, I guess would have not been that good. Yeah, I think we can simply not do it, right? We cannot simply push in 1-drops for 5-drops in a control deck like this. It just doesn't work. What? Another 1-drop? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. We just pulled it, right? Or would you like to wait? Yeah, I was also thinking about waiting. If we wait with this, we can play this into this, right? It's stronger. If he attacks with this, then this is wrecking havoc. I like it. The Acolyte, right, indeed. You want to play the Acolyte?
I would think about
the Vorax?
What? No. Like, I think it's probably the way to go, man.
Yeah, I like it very much. Look at this. We lured him. Look at how we lured him.
Yeah.
Huh? We lured him into the...
Trick to like 1000 legendary, congrats.
We also... Like what? Okay. Look, here. Red and blue flames. Okay. Pam, yeah? And now we don't even need Brawl. And then in these...
Yeah, but this is how I play the matchup, like you just, you know...
Yeah, then Blood to Ichors would probably bring you also ahead. But it might be not true, because I mean, these big swing turns you can especially, I mean, you don't need Blood to Ichor. It's not that you stabilize with Blood to Ichor, it's rather you wait, and then at some point, bam, slash her, and then you have the board, right? Yeah. So this is like, I mean, for that you don't need Blood to Ichor. Yeah. How big is our Cthun? 8/8, right? Can we see it somewhere here? How big he is?
No.
Impossible, right?
Unless you use the deck tracker, then it counts like the York and Cthun, but yeah.
Okay, sure. Emperor.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then we play the Doomcaller, and suddenly our Cthun is 10-10. This is so insane. I hope he doesn't have second PO. I mean, as long as he doesn't have second PO, everything is fine. Do you think he ignores Thorson?
Yeah.
You think it's good?
But you cannot win the attrition, right?
It's true. But he can also not win the other game. Yeah, I just played the Doomcaller.
I hope you're not dying.
Yeah, right, yeah. Another discount. Another round of discount is so good. My greetings. Well played. Now he's taking care of it after he got 2 rounds of discount. Yeah, the Doomcaller is a pretty big pick, yeah, if he just stays here.
His positioning is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's... Ooh! What do we see here? I'm not even sure. I mean, this attack is clear. I would seriously consider just doing this and this, but... So if we play the Ravaging Ghoul and we play the Shield Bearer, then he has 2-1 and 2-1. If we play...
Ravaging Ghoul execute as well.
Which one?
You can Ravaging Ghoul.
You also like the Disciple, right? Yeah, I like it also more.
You can Ravaging Ghoul execute and the Shield Bearer.
Oh, you want... Oh.
Then you have 16 on the board.
What happens if he has 4-1-1s? Does it matter at all? I don't think so. Right?
I don't think it matters at all. Okay.
It's just GG, right? Yeah, okay.
Oh. I don't know. Theoretically, it could run on book value. But it's like very theoretical.
Wait, we?
Yeah, theoretically, yeah. It's like 1%, I would say, or something like this.
But then you should have not used the execute if you're afraid that he plays big minions.
Yeah.
Then
I completely agree. That's why I feel this is better.
And next time we will be able to play this into.
Let's say into the giant. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like clearing the board and clearing something of the biggers, and he will also provide more fodder. Oh, this is really annoying. Okay. So, yeah, just this and so on. But you're right, we are kind of out of value, right? So, if you take this, we execute this, we could deal the 7. It's not bad, right? Do you think it's a waste?
I think it's correct.
I think we clear 2-1, we also save 2 life, and we also deal 7, so that we prevent him from life.
But now he has to like spend all the resources not to die. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean he's so low, he needs to spend all resources, but if he's lower on life, we can also not tap any longer, and then we just outvalue him anyways. And we even have the way to come back anyway. I like to stabilize anyways. This is not doing it. Yeah, and it would have been also really annoying not to pressure the life total.
yeah.
If you take a look at this. Yeah, I mean Justica, I don't know yesterday, like roughly said, okay, he's pretty bad or not that good. I mean, I don't see that only running. I mean, I can understand the principle of like life and the board presence, but I really wonder how much the Arathi Weaponsmith makes a
If you
difference.
change 2 cards in the deck, isn't it like...
I think it's okay. I mean, especially if you get the board presence, you don't lose that much life by being behind. So, right, the American Championship. Yeah, we will cast this today in German. At some point in the evening. So, let's see. You keep this?
No, I think we need the War Axe and Cthun buffers. Because against Rogue it's really crucial.
No, I guess you want to cast, no? No, I guess not.
I would probably even consider keeping to an Emperor, maybe.
I was thinking the same. Don't you think it's too slow?
It's like for Rogue, it's like a disaster. They should face like 2, 4, 6 times. But
Yeah, I mean,
you run the 6 buffers, right?
yeah, we run.
I wouldn't
this.
ever keep this line.
Now the thing is, if you keep this, we never keep this land. That's
Yeah.
clear. So, but I guess, yeah, it might be right. We run 6 buffers, so it should be right. With 5 buffers, it cannot be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also true that if they have first strike, they don't play necessarily around it, right? They still play the 3-drop, and then we can still attack the 3-drop first. And yeah, I agree that we also have other ways to deal the 1 damage with ghouls and such. I mean, we don't need 2 damage. The minions of Rogue, they have all 4 health, so we need to have a way to deliver 1 damage and then to kill them off. That's basically the idea behind it.
Here, should look.
I think so.
Yeah.
Brand does make 0.0 cents.
Oh, it's kind of threatening for your opponent, so we can like waste all the resources to deal with it. But yeah,
You think he does?
it could be kind of scary that with 1 Cthun card you get to 10. But
Yeah, but
it
then
really depends on his hand. Like if it would be like all the waste.
Yeah, but it cannot be right, because if you have this in the hand and we have no Cthun buffs, we need to wait for the Cthun buff and then we need to play this into Cthun buff.
Yeah, probably.
I guess. Didn't have anything. Okay. Now your take from yesterday would be really convenient. Like Stan was suggesting, we basically chose to not do it, but Think Master Think Master overspark. But I guess it was not good enough. So do you even play him, or don't we wait for the buff? So then we are able to buff. We need to wait for the buff, right? Otherwise it's simply dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm also thinking about this. Good is better? No, cannot be better. We have double execute in the hand.
It sucks.
It's a very sad turn. Very, very
Like
sad.
he also is doing nothing, but like it's kind of better for Rogue, like if both of you are not doing anything.
It's better for him?
Mm-hmm.
Because it depends on which kind of rogue, right? But
Like yeah, the Rogue can explode like it's Rogue, so
yeah, sure. I mean, and we don't have Justica. I mean, you said rogue. You said Justica completely sucks, but I mean now
now it would also completely sucks.
I'm not sure. Acolyte.
Yeah, but
would-
cool. Like now you couldn't like play it at all if you would have it,
Not this turn, but
and like.
depending on the.
Like let's see like how many times you will armor up this game. Like I think it will be like once.
Okay, let's take a look how often we will armor up. That's a reason. And here you see why we run 6 cartoons. Because here, look at this 0. You have 0. All 6 are hiding in the deck. I'm not saying that's the
it's
argument.
like very good like some percent.
Yeah. 1 out of 1. No, but this happened yesterday too.
Yeah, it's
And not the
happening,
rare,
I
it's
know,
not-
but-
it's not
But like
the rare.
also like if you have too many Cthun buffers and you don't have like let's say the beneficial cards or like way to delay the game, it's also like a disaster because like
Yeah, it's true.
your Cthun is 16/16 and what's your benefit of it? Nothing, right?
No, it's true. It's true. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, despite running 6 of them, we are not rarely Cthulhu screw.
Yeah.
It's still happening.
I guess you should get Sylvanas.
Sylvanas,
Because like Sep is always strong and
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. At the moment, it's fine. And we should not play this because we want to play Bran into this. Yeah. Okay. We still have Gullen to execute. We have brawl options. It's not that bad. Yeah.
well, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even have that.
Oh, this is better rather than something. Okay, now so I have to buff your Cthun.
Yeah.
It's good, like you pick up the shield bearers and next turn you can develop the minion and kill something.
Yeah. Could be also better. I'm not sure about, Sylvanas, but okay, we can never deploy her anyways, right? We can always zap it, so we can never play her, let's say.
To steal something,
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you can steal your concealed gadgets, but like you need to have
Armor.
armor before, and like this wasn't the case here. So you see, zero tank.
Yeah, 0 tank ups, yeah, it's true. Oh, look at this. He used the 3-bomb weapon.
That's what I thought.
4-5.
It's better than the 4-4.
They're also fan of knives and such, so it's.
Isn't it better always backstep first?
Yeah.
Because if he draws the other one.
Yeah, then he will be very sad, yeah. He should have probably even waited for. If he doesn't have a second auction in the hand, he should have probably also waited for this to die. What we just played this and here.
Perfect. This time it's slowing down.
No, we nearly played it too quickly. We could have also played Ghoul, double execute. Ghoul, double execute. But then nothing, so. But if it would have been to 9, we should have played Ghoul, double execute.
Yeah,
Potential,
sure.
right? It's like. We don't have any ways to proc the execute, so. You don't think it was good enough for this and these two?
Well, like, I don't mind taking damage from one minion. It's also good to develop something.
Yeah, but otherwise we would have developed a Ravaging Ghoul.
Yeah, but like, now you have like super power play turn, like it was very likely that you go deal with it and develop 2 minions, and now you can develop 2 minions and kill both. And you wouldn't have this option, right, if you would spend it.
What do you mean kill both? Do you want to execute the SI? No.
But why not? Why don't you like play the rule chosen the black?
We can do it, but yeah, it's probably correct, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, because I was thinking, okay, we also have the X for this, but it's probably correct to do this.
Now I just build 0 crown out of resources.
No, well, at the moment he has 7
No,
cards.
I mean like in terms of like...
Of deck resources.
Deck resources,
Yeah. No, it's fair. Oh, by the way, good keep.
Well, it's gonna win you the game.
Yeah, by turn 10 I would have drawn a deck, and look, we are already down at 14. We would have drawn this anyways, but I agree. I think that might be a good keep. Yeah, I liked it. How many cards? 11. Is it even worth to brawl that?
Why not?
It's okay. This is like this is like this. It's not insane, right?
And if you kill the gadget someday, he has no way how to draw all the cards remaining quickly. He's 11 cards left. And then you get like a lot of time to stabilize or whatever.
Okay.
Shouldn't the shield go first?
What if we don't do it? What if we don't do it? What happens? What's the worst thing which can happen?
You'll probably like cycle a lot of cards and you will kill your minions and then you will take 10 extra damage.
And then we brawl. But okay.
Yeah, but like he will draw 5 cards on the way and deal 10 damage. Like, what was the reason why I wanted to draw right away?
X? I think so. But why it doesn't? Hey, it just doesn't do it. Hey.
Why would you X? Like he doesn't have any minions, so. No, I'm kidding. I always say with X here, but.
Yeah, X would have been pretty cool because then if we could have played Emperor and Slam.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's completely over.
You think so? Yeah, okay, of course. If he doesn't play any place.
But what does he have in the library? Like he has like
one dragon,
like
one dragon, one Leroy. Do you think it's of course it's Cold Blood. Yeah, so then he probably is out of resources. Yeah.
He has like he didn't have any preparation. Like he has all the preparation stuff and all the burst.
Yeah.
And if we are at 40, the burst is not that threatening to him.
That's true. Now we can. Oh yeah, okay. Easy game. By the looks of the Emperor, he insta-conceded.
Yeah.
Okay. So, skillful match. Finally, so we keep this. And do you keep this too? We said we want to have him, but we said we don't want to keep them, right? We want to wait, and or do we? I mean, I don't even know. We cannot play him ever, so we should wait, right? We should wait until we draw one of the combo. Is it even like this? No, we can never play Bran. It's a super late game card, right? We should just get rid of it. It's super late.
Like I would always mulligan because I feel it's
super late.
Close to 0 and mirror and super bad and against everything else.
And Emperor.
Mm.
I like to keep him because he's not that bad against anything else. And in the mirror, he's also a very good threat. You only need to draw one of your dudes, right?
Yeah.
You might also play it earlier. I mean, you don't necessarily need double dude caller, right? If you have a Earthy Weaponsmith. But yeah, usually I guess one. What is the chance to draw one? Let's say through half of our deck. That's pretty high, right? 75. No. Yeah, thanks very much, Sin. Thank you very much. Okay, and if you want to play Milker, it's like 50-50, yeah. Like not even, but yeah. Okay, so here we go. Or should I? No.
Is it automatic that we cycle?
Yeah. We talked about this, right? We want to cycle the first, we want to keep the second.
Okay.
That was because of Sylvanas. If he plays Cthun, we always want to be able to steal him with Sylvanas.
Yeah, and you don't have armor like very often.
We don't have armor that often. Yeah, so in this deck we should definitely keep the second Shield Slam. Also because of cycling purposes. Let's speak to him. Here's Bran. And now your Weaponsmith comes into play, yeah?
Does it?
There's this one, and then he procs the Divine Shield for free or what? What do you mean? You don't want that he can proc the Divine Shield for free, right? Or why do you not like to play this? What's the reason?
Probably with Harrison is very minor.
Yeah, Harrison doesn't matter. And no attack probably, right?
You would attack?
No, I wouldn't. No attacker.
No, I know.
Yeah. He will probably do the attack for us. And then you have basically the same body, but you end up with a weapon. I just remember the dude yesterday who played this on turn 3, the Chinese guy.
Yeah, he still won.
He what?
He still won.
He won, yeah, I know. But that, that was really sad. Cthun. Yeah, look at this weapon.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's
But
perfect.
like, it's actually really good, I think, and I don't know like why or
No, I like it. Yeah, I think it's. I also think it's good. Otherwise, I wouldn't play it. I mean, also in the mirror, that you simply have this ability to deal 4 more damage is also very important. We could also Cthun instead of Emperor. At the moment he can attack Emperor, and if you Cthun, he cannot. You like Cthun?
Oh, you did discipline.
Yes. Yeah. You like it too, right?
You never brand, right?
No.
Okay.
What?
Well, like, pure value. Cthun would be 12-12, and
how big is it now? 10-10, yeah. Okay.
you
That's
would threaten like with double Emperor into draw.
double. Okay. yeah. That's that are very good points, but I prefer just to play him and 2019. Okay. So
Yeah, but you good, very good value with the weapons, Mister. Like,
yeah, absolutely. He was super. Yeah. I mean, he was super good. We over 9.
maybe only just because even better value.
That's the question, yeah. But in the mirror, it's obvious.
Now the twin Emperors. Kind of good, right?
He's very good, yeah.
Oh.
No, he is. Because, like, first of all, he perfectly answers. It's
So,
not
like, I would say the Justice are perfect answer.
No, it doesn't, but it's very good because of brawl. So
Yeah.
if you play it like this, he cannot brawl here, and it might be that he won't be able to brawl at any point of the match, only the brand Doomcaller turn will be able to be brawled. But other than that, we will basically make him burn 1 brawl. Like that he won't be able to play the second brawl in the entire game, basically. But we also have to do something because, I mean, he has Justica, we don't. So, yeah. So we need to accelerate the game. We don't even have it in the deck. So, yeah, we have to play this a little bit quicker. But this is also shielding our Thorison, so might as well. But then he can brawl again. Okay, now he cannot. That's good. That's really good. So we just do it. Yeah, and it's phased because of armor. Pling, we get a tick. Okay, brand. So now we will be able to get Cthun back, but at the moment we don't have Cthun. The tricky thing is about Cthun, we might not play it before we have Cthun and Sylvanas. And
the shield. Probably not shield.
we have the shield. Yeah, no, we don't need the shield block, but it's like, I mean, we have we have a lot of armor, but the brawls are pretty clunky. So
Yeah, it was kind of bad distribution to put the brawls so early.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's scared about the Emperor.
Oh, there's Cthun. Yeah. I maybe might play Cthun early and then steal his Cthun, but if he then never plays his Cthun, we are in a very bad spot.
Yeah, and he has like the Justifier and you don't, so you just do it.
He can wait, yeah.
So to the trade
Trade?
and play the 6-6.
What trade?
Like this, yeah, otherwise like you'll eat it for free.
Oh, it dies for free or what?
Yeah.
But if you attack, you mean if this trades it's fine or what?
Well, it's probably better than if you just lose it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Cheese Slam's too expensive, right?
Is it? Maybe it was like...
If you cheat them, you don't attack it.
Yeah, okay, so it's what I'm considering.
You're wondering whether she's...
It cost you a lot, right, the trade. And like if you would shield some, you could go face, and he would be taking like 10 per turn unless he do something, so he would probably have to shield some as well on his own. But yeah. Like now he can like, let's say, overexpand into Brawl, which would be good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that we should give him the opportunity to overexpand into Brawl.
Also, you are missing only Sylvana, so if you will pick up the Sylvana, then you can play Cthun, which would be also good. So.
Yeah, that would be really good. I mean, is it that good that you can have an earlier Cthun? How good is it? Oh yeah, it's good because you can spend the resource Cthun right away. But then he can also play his Cthun. No? So it's not like... Did he not already spend the shield stem? He already spent the shield stem too.
Yeah,
so he cannot spend the second.
No, he cannot. Or he shouldn't, yeah. Like, this is that's why I like the shield stem, because like if like both of you are waiting, it's good for him because like he has better hero power, right?
So if he shields them, we attack. So if he shields them, so we can play Cthun. Is this true?
You can play. We play Sylvana, so there was like no minion into it.
We could then play
your minions and clear.
Minion and attack Sylvanas, right? And then he gets, in 1/3 of the case, he gets Cthun, then it's very bad. Or he gets 6/6, and I can translate into Cthun, we still don't have Doomcaller. And if we get the Doomcaller, we also only get one. Oh, I don't know. I was actually hoping that we could get some value out of these brawls. That was like my hope, but it never happened. It can still happen.
Game is still going, so. That's good. Trade.
Yeah, we save resources, that's good, yeah. We might have as well gambled that he does. Oh,
what? Why would you gamble, alright? Is it then?
Yeah, I mean, how big is Cthun? And then, like, if you play Cthun, we kill the Emperor and attack. What can he have? I mean, he can play Sylvanas, shields them Sylvanas, and then have a 50-50 or what? And if he loses it, then he just loses. Oh.
He can play Ghoul, Sylvanas, and shoot Slime.
Yeah, he can, but...
He can.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, but So what is it? 50% for Sylvanas?
No, if he plays Ghoul, then your 6/1 is dead. Then he plays Sylvanas and shoots on it.
No, but it's 50% for Sylvanas and another 50% for Sheet Slam. Should we not simply play our odds here? I mean, it's only 25%.
But let's say you had a like dream and your Cthun got through and it got killed. Well, let's say whatever.
Yeah, by execute or whatever. What's then?
Did you like achieve that much? Because you are risking 25% that you've lost the game on the spot.
I think if he has like Justica and we don't.
But you have so much more life like at the moment because you were more efficient with your resources.
And Justica is like worth 40 life.
Yeah. So you don't have that much less.
But we can still not wait for fatigue. Or can we not?
No, you can, but you can wait for your Sylvanas. And you may, let's say, not playing Doomcaller, like it's also like a good chance, right?
Yeah. And if he steals Cthun, it means, yeah.
It means game over, he's smart.
Why? You said we can outweight him? It was a little bit.
Like if he steals your Cthun and never play his own and he adjusts the card, then you will lose, no matter what.
Is this?
Because like, even if he doesn't run like Doomcaller or anything, like, you don't get like another Cthun ever.
Do we play this dude? I guess we can wait, right? This is
Keep it into brown, I guess.
yeah, I also think so. So what? We play Cthun. So we get one value, we get Sorcerer value, like we kill Sorcerer and we deal 5 to the face. So we have one more minion as long as he doesn't play Cthun. And now you're telling me that despite him being one card deeper, which he is, and despite being 20 life lower, that he will win the game in fatigue. I'm not sure. Like, he has 15 tanks up more, this is 30 life, but he has 20 life less, so this is nearly even itself out. For that he also is half a card deeper, so that is now indeed even itself out. And if this is even itself out, then yeah, then it would have been okay, right?
Would it? Like, you would have...
No, because we also stay on Sylvanas and he played Sylvanas. We needed something to kill his Cthun, so it's not exactly true, right? Yeah. It would be very close, but probably you're right. Okay, so yeah, just nothing, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, and he has 8. Okay, so he needs to act
He's first to act, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can just attack and let him first act, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know why he doesn't clear this dude, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, that's a secret. 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay.
And he's one card deeper, right?
Well, half a card. I mean,
Yeah.
we draw equal, but we have still all the removal, right? We have double execute, double shield.
All the removal, yeah.
No.
Yeah, he spent one removal, otherwise we are the same, right?
Yeah. Both instead of double brawl. We don't know whether he runs Doomcaller, but we haven't seen Elise yet, so chances that he also runs Doomcaller are high. If you have not seen an Elise, if your opponent played a lot of cards, chances are getting higher that he plays Doomcaller. Oh no, his face again. Now I'm really curious what jumps out. What? He had this all the time. Why did he not play it?
Well, now he's going into Ghoul and Disciple, right?
Ghoul and Disciple, okay. You think it's strong enough or what?
It's good, right?
We need execution proc still. If you use
So
Ghoul
you-
and
So you would slam it instead?
the Disciple?
No, the Ghoul. Like you can, like, let's say you will need to proc the execute, and by slam you will draw a card, while if you keep the 2-1 you will not.
No, I would not deliver him anything to play. I would just probably Fiery Vortex this and wait, maybe. And then if you play something bigger, we might Ghoul execute or whatever. But Like you would like to this? I
And
dislike.
isn't
I
it
dislike
better like to just play Warx and
pass.
because and not attack anything because you can grab some brawl value?
It might be better, yeah, because
like,
he's forced to play. Yeah.
Like he can play a weapon, but like
He didn't have probably, right.
Right, he shouldn't have it. Yeah.
And the worst thing which we take is
5 damage. Yeah. Which is probably kind of big, but yeah.
No, 3 more. 3 more.
Yeah.
I just thought the. No, I really dislike to play the Ghoul and Disciple. If you play Ghoul and Disciple, you just lose double execution procs. And yes, before I would play Ghoul and Disciple, I would consider playing Ghoul and Slam, yeah. Yeah, that was not exactly you.
What, like now you pick up some brawl value, right? It's that, right?
No, you can always use it for Doomcaller Brain. You can always use it against Doomcaller.
Yeah, but they have 2 brawls. I think like it's too few. That.
No, I think now we should brawl because then he is again.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Then he can play like I don't know. But you have to play something, and like the brawl's probably the best here.
It's really sad, to be honest. And against Brand Doomcaller we brawl the second, basically, yeah. And if you now, oh no, he doesn't have anything to expand, does he?
Well, it's Twin Emperor, but if he expand with Twin Emperor, yes, you don't mind drawing again, right?
Do we? No, we could attack it, right? No, because of Twin Emperor it's the same, right? We just armor up and nothing. Naja, we are out of removal against all his threats. If we don't brawl it, like, what do you do against the Doomcaller? You want to shield them or execute it, then you want to shield them your own Sylvanas, then we don't have enough removal for his cartoons. Okay. Hmm. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ah, that's a little bit sad.
Can play the corner and pass.
No, I think so. Yeah, I like it. We could have attacked. Yeah, it's close. I think it's close. What you were saying is if he plays Twin Emperor, it's better for us. And here, did he not? He already played 1 weapon, so he doesn't have it in the hand at the moment. And this is posing kind of a small threat. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I would rather play nothing, but your hand is full, so.
Yeah, definitely. This aligns into this, which is important because then he cannot play Cthun. Otherwise, he could play Cthun because we cannot deal with it. Seems that he also doesn't like to play stuff. What?
Like, if he doesn't have Emperor, what should he do?
No, he survived. If he doesn't have Emperor, he already played Emperor. What do you mean?
No, I mean the twin.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. 4, 6, 8, 10.
Like, what could he do? Like, you need to play something, right? And
No, sure, yeah. But it's like it was just a brawl on a break-even board. Yeah.
yeah, like it's like throwing the brawl away, but like it's better than fatiguing cards or whatever. Like, what can you do? Right?
Sure. Yeah, no, he can do that, but we force him into that, so that was good. We keep the shield block. We play Ravaging, and we could also slam if you want. But slam is really not that valuable. I would really consider doing that. I mean, how many cards? 8. Yeah. It will always deal that 2 remaining damage. And I'm afraid that we...
How do you kill the 7/9? With execute or like?
So what would you do? You would attack it and then you play the Ravaging Ghoul, yeah?
No, I would probably play the slam because I feel like the life total is becoming the important part because like the game is going so close to fatigue.
Yeah, but the attack is costing 2 life. I don't think it's that relevant.
Well, it's 5/5 because you can go face instead with the weapon charge.
Alright, yeah. And this?
No, I'm not sure like if the slam is more valuable than 5/5. In hand.
He just draw his weapon. But I guess it's okay, right? It's after our threats.
Yeah.
So now we also force him to play stuff. Because that was also an important thing, right? Because we played slam, we have now 9 cards in the hand.
Yeah.
So that was kind of important.
Yeah.
You already played one ghoul? Did you?
Yeah, at least one. Yeah.
Played one, but you wouldn't play this because of,
Why would you play to thread him? Like,
No, it's okay. He needs to play stuff, right? And if he... So we forced to use some bomb brawl suboptimally, but obviously we are also playing against Tank Up and Gohol, which are 2 extremely good cards for the mirror match, which are extremely sucky against other aggro classes, but yeah, it's like, Gohol for example is exactly good in the mirror match and that's pretty much it. And Tank Up, it's nearly the same, so it means that's obviously a bad matchup for us, but this deck will probably lose a lot against other things.
yeah. So we have Sylvana, so we can play Cthun now.
14, yeah, that should do the job. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Really the worst scenario will finish it with war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we are already having good hits.
So good.
That was really good because we killed one big threat in the process of playing the first Cthun. And that's super important because otherwise we could have been forced to play an execute on it. If it would have been earlier in the game and we would have not had to have Sylvanas, we could have been forced to play execute or shield slam on this dude and then we would have lacked the removal, while now we are not. Which is very good. So what we used? No, we have all removals left.
Yeah, all removals.
You have all removals left. Yeah, okay, perfect. Oh yeah, I was thinking about if we use one removal on the Doomcaller, but maybe we don't even need to.
Yes,
so that's
one less removal, so it's good.
Yeah, definitely. What is if he refuses to sit on it? Well, then it doesn't matter, right? No, then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and 14 is also extremely nasty because it's exactly out of Gorehole range. I mean, 10 would be killable, but...
Exactly.
No, 10 he could. He
Like
could.
that, bigger for 8. Okay. My face now. And this.
So instead of execute, he could have now tanked with the Gorehole, right? The 6.
Yeah. Wow. If you would have like the shield slam, you could kill your own Cthun and he would never. Well, no,
No, he would never do that. I mean, perhaps he doesn't
steal
run
it back. Yeah, okay. So now you just steal it, I guess.
Yeah, but perhaps he also doesn't run this stuff.
Yeah.
It also simply be. Yeah, but we might prevent him from stealing it, right? I mean,
No, but he will still another Cthun like, because you need to play your Cthuns at some point because he has suggested card.
yeah, but it's not enough if we bust all the armor. Spend now one executive, probably. I mean, what I'm saying is we can prevent this steal.
But
By
you
playing
cannot kill it, or by playing this. You're playing into Brawl a little bit. Well, I guess it's fine because you will play into Brawl at some point because you're gonna play Bran and Doomcaller.
No, but oh yeah.
It's only one Brawl, so you should play it, yeah.
I like it. It's also no tank up after all. And we make the Cthun bigger. All tricks involved.
So you spend one execute, right?
But we gave him the ability to brawl this now instead of, he will be...
But like, why is it bad if he brawls now? What he's gonna do with the Bran and Doomcaller?
In this? Yeah, go on. Pam.
Like, it's 2 minions, so like, he will kill just one.
No, but wait. He used Shield Slam and Execute now.
Yeah. Like, he should lose, like,
No, but what I'm saying is he didn't have enough threats to handle all the Cthuns.
Yeah.
No, if he brawls and wins, then he has, but otherwise he wouldn't. He spent 1 Shield Slam, 1 Execute, so he has 1 Shield Slam, 1 Execute left, and he has to deal with 3 Cthuns. Correct?
Correct, yeah.
So, and Sylvanas doesn't count because if he plays Sylvanas, that's also eating 1 Shield Slam. Oh, but it seems that we played it correct. I mean, correctly, yeah. I mean, we should have probably not, but yeah. Easy game. Okay. I think he could have not handled our threats otherwise, but whatever. So now we just go face and armor up, right? I mean, or do you really want to play this too? Might be, yeah. Might be.
Then he can brawl. He can.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, now he doesn't have. He spent another shield stem. Now he's
Yeah,
out.
just kill it.
Yeah. And he also grows. Not that this matters that much.
See how it matters? Like how badly.
How fast it goes, you mean? Yeah, suddenly it goes very quickly. Yeah, that might be. Yeah, so it in hindsight, and he doesn't have a ghoul, otherwise he would have played the ghoul as well. So, no, sure, because he could have played ghoul, attack the 4/2 and then steal.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's probably not entirely true because he probably also have a small minion and he can always take the 50-50 with the brawl as kind of removal.
Yeah.
So it probably might have been correct with the 4/2 divine shield because, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, okay. But I would have really liked to see the turn. He doesn't even know that we run through the Cthun. I mean, he loses, might also just bluffing the Doomcaller. Okay, guys, I'm letting you alone for the time being because we'll also discuss other stuff. But I hope you enjoyed the pair stream. Oh, holy fuck, a lot of people are enjoying the pair stream. 5k viewers. Okay, but nevertheless, I'm leaving you alone. I hope you had a nice experience and we are now discussing strategies and so on. So thanks very much for watching and have a very nice one and bye.
See you.